Think you need protein shakes to build muscle after 70? What if I told you 3 eggs and a slice of liver could outperform your supplements? Hey everyone, I'm Marc Bates. I'm a metabolic health coach, and this is part of my question and answer series. Build muscle after 70 without supplements. Whole food leucine blueprint. Okay, let's get to the question. These studies are compelling, but I notice they often use whey protein or amino acid supplements. You've been advocating for whole food eggs and beef liver specifically. Can you walk me through the practical protocol you'd recommend? Exactly how someone would structure their daily eating to get these leucine targets using whole foods rather than supplements. Absolutely. And you're spot on to ask this. While many trials used whey or amino acids for simplicity and control, real world application through whole foods can be just as effective if done right. Let me walk you through a practical whole food based protocol for meeting the leucine threshold, 3 to 4 grams per meal, using ancestral animal based nutrition, especially for someone over 70. So, your daily strategy overview. You want a whole food leucine protocol. You want to hit 3 to 4 grams of leucine per meal, 2 to 3 meals a day, and you want to center your meals around animal-based proteins. And the whole idea here is to support your micronutrient-rich foods, support with micronutrient-rich foods for mTOR, mitochondrial, and hormonal synergy. Okay? So real quick, here's just a list of the foods. So these are the core foods and their leucine sources per 100 grams. Okay, beef liver, 2.8 grams per 100 grams, or about 3.5 ounces of beef liver. Bonus nutrients are B12, retinol, copper, zinc, iron, and CoQ10. Now, notice that the ribeye steak just below has got 2.2. Right? And it's got creatine, heme iron, and carnitine. So if you don't like liver, I'm telling you right now, you don't have to eat liver as part of your meals. Eat a steak. Eat some ground beef or something, right? But the 3 to 4 eggs, right, which is the second line, they get you 1.4 to 1.9 grams of leucine and contains a lot of choline, cholesterol, vitamin D, and biotin, which are absolutely fantastic to help with this. And either some liver or some ground beef or a steak and eggs or something like that, absolutely wonderful. Okay, and that gets you up to 3 to 4 grams of leucine easily. Okay, a chicken thigh with the skin on, about 2 grams. Lots of collagen, lots of B6, a lot of selenium, and that's good. Do not go for the chicken breasts; they are much too dry, and they don't have that great of a profile, quite honestly. Okay. Salmon, wild caught salmon, right? Cold water fish, 2.1 grams. Lots of omega-3s, which are good. Selenium, vitamin D, astaxanthin, which is the stuff that makes it red. Lamb shoulder, or pretty much any part of the lamb, 2 grams of leucine. Plenty of CLA, zinc, and creatine there in lamb shoulder. Pork belly, 1.8. Now it's getting a little bit lower here. Thiamine, glutamine, collagen, if skin on. The problem with pork belly is that there are some other issues because it's not a ruminant meat, that the amino acid profile in the pork is not as good as beef is, and you can see that even the leucine's lower. So 3.5 ounces of pork belly versus 3.5 ounces of steak, I'd go for the steak, okay? And sardines canned, 1.6 grams of leucine, which is good. You get calcium, DHA, EPA, and DHA, which are your omega-3s, are heavy in sardines. Absolutely wonderful. Lots of phosphorus, so those work. So your quick rule of thumb, 4 ounces of red meat plus 3 eggs equals 3.5 to 4.5 grams of leucine, right? Rotate cuts to include organs, muscle meat, and connective tissue, nose to tail. And you get steak and eggs. It's a wonderful breakfast. It's a wonderful meal at any time. Okay, some sample meals. Meal 1, a breakfast, right? 3 whole eggs, 2 ounces of beef liver or 2 ounces of steak, right? 1 ounce of sheep's milk cheese, or right? And that works well. Or you can get cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese works as well. and that works well. If you're at that point and you eat a little bit of greens, you can put a little bit of greens in there, but I would say don't do that. Why it works: the eggs and liver cover the leucine and deliver fat-soluble vitamins, methylation support, and choline. Okay, how about for a power lunch? 5-ounce ribeye steak. That's a nice big ribeye steak. That's great. Add a couple sardines into there. Right, 1 cup of roasted cauliflower with duck fat. If you want to have some vegetables in there, and either some olives or avocado. So once again, when you combine the meat with the oily fish, you get plenty of leucine plus lots of mitochondrial fats, DHA, EPA, oleic acid, and other things. Once again, the vegetables I think are completely optional, but I put them in there for people who want a little veg in their meals. Okay, meal 3. This is an optional. This would be an evening meal. This is your evening muscle builder, right? This is higher in leucine than almost anything else. 4 ounces of wild salmon or mackerel, 2 eggs, right? And if you want a little veg, small sided root veggies are completely optional. You don't need them. And why it works, once again, is you've got the wild salmon and the eggs provide just a complete leucine profile. Plus, you got a lot of EPA and DHA and other things. It's absolutely wonderful. That's just some samples, right? There's lots of ways of doing this. Okay. Key supporting details. Spacing. Space your meals 4 to 6 hours apart to allow full mTOR reset. That's why I'm really into the 2 meals a day, right? Eat breakfast, eat a late lunch. That gives you plenty of time to do that, right? You want to include mitochondrial cofactors. Now, this is important. That's why they suggest beef liver, because beef liver has a lot of these in there. But once again, if you don't like the taste of liver, just eat eggs and steaks. It will work. Though, one thing you can do, and I guess this is a supplement, so I'm breaking my own rules here, but I do like these pills I get, which are freeze-dried beef liver, chopped up. You take 3 grams of those with every meal or with every day. And that gets you just a little bit of that beef liver, which gets all the. It's basically your vitamin pill, right? CoQ10 is really good. Lots of zinc and selenium as well, plus retinol, right? So all these things are really good. And you want to divide, and you're looking for a protein target of between 1.6 to 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, at least 90 to 130 grams a day for most older adults. Divided into a meal that's greater than 34 grams per meal, okay? 1 to 2 meals is really probably my ideal target. Though if you can't quite eat that much in 2 meals, eat it in 3, okay? And big deal here, fat is your friend. Include saturated fats from egg yolks, tallow, butter, ghee, right? Duck fat. All these things are great for you. They have lots of vitamins, lots of things you support, and lots of good energy for your body, right? These are really great, and they help produce ketones, which are just wonderful for keeping your energy up. Okay, what to avoid? And this is pretty standard on almost everything I talk about. Low-fat dairy, absolutely don't even waste your time. Quite honestly, don't buy low-fat dairy. It's poison in a container. Plant-based proteins, incomplete profiles of essential amino acids, poor bioavailability. It's worthless. Okay. We can talk about how plant proteins have been shown to attack the nervous system as well. There's all kinds of reasons not to deal with plant proteins. Okay. Frequent snacking. Don't. 1 to 2 meals a day is all you need. Okay. Just make them big. Make them full of proteins and fat. Okay. And don't try not to rely on protein powders. Okay. What you really want to do is get whole eggs and meat in your diet, and that's very healing. All right, quick recap here. Each meal, you're looking for 3 to 4 grams of leucine from animal sources. You want anchor foods, which are beef liver, beef ruminant meats, whole eggs, right, oily fish. Meal structure should be 2 to 3 meals a day, preferably 2 if you can do it. Make them big with 30 to 40 grams of protein in each meal. Okay, cycle in connective tissue, skin on poultry, oxtail broth, organ meats, anything to just give you a variety of nutrition with what you're eating, and support with, as much as you can, resistance training 2 to 3 times a week. But it doesn't have to be like at the gym. This could just simply be doing squats, doing knee bends, doing push-ups, either regular push-ups or push-ups against the wall, just something to get a little bit of resistance on the muscles that helps stimulate the mTOR signaling. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you have any comments or questions, you know where to put them. Once again, this is a community we're building here. I'm here to try to answer your questions. If you have something you want me to cover, put it in the comment section and I'll get to it as soon as I can. We'll try to cover everyone's questions and we'll work on that. If you haven't done so, please like and subscribe and share this video with a friend or two, because it really does help the channel and you'll help a bunch of other people as well. Thank you.